a weekly list, a monthly list, and a project list. I'd like you to learn to challenge me. Okay. I've been playing this Ask Ray thing for over 49 years. By the way, I can answer almost all your questions. So, well, good morning. How you doing? Now, I want to get you through a little bit of a journey. I want to give you a personal message, and we call this also the Credit Hour. My name is Ray, radio for over 49 years, and they once said, "Hey, are you the godfather of credit?" Kind of stuck. Now, I've helped people build billions of credit. I've helped basically rich and famous people and everybody just like all of you and me. What do we get to do? Get to millionaire. So I got to do that as a kid. Then I got to corporate billionaire. That was fun. Now, by the way, this is live. In case you have a question or two, you can type it out, and I'll answer your question too. First of all, we cannot take pictures or record. Why? Because I don't want you to put it anywhere else besides here. See, we have to understand things are habit forming. How we get to play what I call play the game of win. My first series is called Play the Game and Win the Game of Business. Now, there's me. I accomplish all my goals. That's right. I accomplish all my goals no matter what somebody says or does, and there's always somebody trying to give me a bad time. You ever notice it seems like the world's trying against us to kind of knock us down? So the goal is very simple today. I'd like you to get a tablet out and a pen. Turn your tablet this way. I'd like to show you some things that change your life right away. And this is what I had to learn through what I call the rabbit hole. So let's understand how I brought in millions and billions. See, that's me in 81. Highest kick, fastest kick on planet Earth. And I don't understand why people sometimes say white man can't jump. Next thing is I like goodies. See, the only way I could find I did good is getting my trophies. See, I didn't get a real mommy and a daddy. I got to live in hell. And that kind of sucks. But the reality is I want to get out of hell. I had to learn how to play the game to win. So goodies and goodies and goodies. I like that. So the goal is we have a problem. Can you imagine 2024 is over? It's over. I want you to understand you have 18 days left. That's about it. 18 working days to make sure you have a corporation, profit and nonprofit, and a bunch of divisions. See, what we want to do next year in 2025 and go after 100,000 a month to $5 million company. But that'll be up to you, and I'll line you up for it if you want. But again, I need you to follow through just a little bit too. All right, get out your cell phone. Here's something I'd like you to take a picture of. So I have special teams and groups that I do all the time. I'm online 6 days a week, by the way. I got live classes on Friday and Saturday. My first private group is 6 o'clock in the morning. On Saturday morning, they usually have $2 to $3 million of credit. The afternoon group, basically classes through the day, have about $7 to $8 million of credit. When I run a business, I just wanted to basically own it. I wanted to be the bank. We got 6 car washes lined up for people, 4 apartment complexes, 11 laundromats, 9 storage units, 23 dry cleaners, and some hotels to convert them as well. So this is for our coaching people. Maybe you want to get there as well. Let me know, and I can help you do that too. Now, the ultimate goal is like me. Or a little bit of my story, rags to riches. I was born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. Now let's focus on chapter 18 right here. I want you to understand a corporation is a legal person. It is public record. I'm not here to be your CPA and attorney. That's not my goal. That's not my job. I want to basically give you some information you should have known all along. Corporation. Half of you probably paid for one, $3,000 to $5,000, and probably didn't learn diddly squat. Sorry to say, but it's true. Corporations, by the way, are free. All you have to do is pay a filing fee. So understand, I was 7.5 years old, listening to this down to the Torrance Police Department. Next door is a library. Ma'am, what does this mean? She walked away. She was kind of rude for me. She came back 5 minutes later and said, "Here's a mock fish, here's a bug." So I'm looking for a blueprint. And now the next thing I'm going to circle is very important. It may sue or be sued. I didn't pay attention to that. All right. Unfortunately, I got named in a lawsuit when I was 12.5 years old. See, when I started Helping Hand Industries, I was 9.5, going to the library for 2 years. Cost me $10. See, if you want a corporation today, like in California, profit $100, nonprofit $100, $30. So that's only $10. That was very simple. What freaked us all out at the time, we didn't know, is I got $100,000 of credit cards in the mail. See, people got credit cards in the mail all the time in the late 70s and 80s, as part of the 90s. Got named to the movie Dave as well. The bottom line is I was named in a lawsuit because I used the word Braille. It belonged to the Braille Institution. I had to learn about trade name, trademarks, and copyrights. See, the goal is always to never bring the pain home. That would be the ultimate goal. Now, the big lie we have out there is very simple. Most people think a corporation protects them, and it does not. Corporations were set up to receive money and pay tax when they're profitable. We've got the United States of America. We have 50 states, 50 corps, and then cities or corporations as well. So the ultimate goal. Let's understand, when it comes to a corporation, the biggest problem is you think it protects you and does not. The goal is to receive money, pay tax when you're profitable. See, when you sign anything outside the corporation, which you end up doing every time, you pierce your own veil. In other words, when you sign for a car, you sign on a lease of a building, you sign a credit card. So no matter if the corporation files bankruptcy and walks away, you're still stuck every single day. So let's understand a division. A division I kind of maintained and set it up. 85, 86, I developed what's called the process, the division process under corporation structure. A division doesn't have your name on it. And by the IRS, it's allowed a tax ID as well. So you can actually protect you if you want to. So the ultimate goal is why people kind of mess up. They tend to put all their eggs in the same basket, and it gets all screwed up, and it's a big mess. So the goal is, when I was a little kid, they said, don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's what it meant. Sorry to say, they came back and went, how to learn how to play. Your corporation, if you have one today, or when you get one in the future, it'll be on the Secretary of State's website. That means it's going to see the corp in your name, and you become a duck and a sheep unless you have a division that basically learn the rules and tools that I set up. But again, it's going to be up to you. What is the ultimate goal? Put all your ducks in a row. So what I'd like you to think about is division process. You see, I want to show you how the corporation should not do business. It should own businesses, be a management company. Now, remember, I told you to turn your tablet sideways, and let's write this down. Here's a corporation with another corporation. It's called a subsidiary. Let's understand Bank of America. By the end of the year, they've bankrupt 8,000 locations. All the banks are getting rid of locations. They don't need them anymore. So when a Bank of America parent company has a branch number, the branch number is a corporation. So they bank up to peace, keep all the assets, and write off their taxes. You bring the pain home to you because you don't know any better. You see, a corporation's a legal person, public record like I showed you, but you should have 3 divisions of you who you're entitled to. If you had 3 chances to try, you wouldn't have shitty credit today if you do. And you keep playing this up and down show, kind of messing it up. So I would recommend 3 divisions of you. Write it down, please. I'm going to give you kind of a blueprint, rules, and tools. Hopefully you're going to write in steps right away. See, all your banks shut down locations, but they write it all off as basically a loss and keep all the goodies and the money. We can look at basically Walmart and Sam's Club, Geico, Cities. What do we get to look at? Basically how they play the game to win. So let's understand today. Your first goal for you and your family is to stop bringing the pain home. Next should be a CFO for corporation and personal credit. Next thing is reprogram your brain to millionaire status. That should be your ultimate goal. As we look at this, I'm going to tell you to look beyond the curtain every time. In other words, dissect things. See, some people tell you no, the answer is not no. You accept it and you should not. No usually means they don't know what they're talking about. The ultimate goal, you have to see it and believe and go get it. So let's understand today. I was 9.5 years old and I wrote down Blueprint for Success. By the time I was 12, I trade named it, trademarked it as well. My blueprint is called See It, Believe It, Go Get It. Everything I see, I believe I go get it. I have everything I ever wanted. If I want it, just go get it. Simple, it's how it works. So today we're going to talk about a list. I believe most of you have a checklist. It's a goal list. Here's our problem. Every time you try to move forward in type of goal, you're going to get knocked down because you need answers to your questions. So my first thing for you is understand a daily list, a weekly list, a monthly list, and a project list. I'd like you to learn to challenge me. Okay, I've been playing this Ask Ray thing for over 49 years. By the way, I can answer almost all your questions. So I came up with this foolproof program to get to million to billion. So a foundation's the key. Corporation, well, Allison doesn't say that every day. Are you kidding me? An LLC's a corporation. They didn't learn diddly squat because they paid thousands of dollars, and some ding dong didn't explain it to them too. Then all of a sudden, what do we have? I got a C Corp. All corporations in the beginning should become, when they start making money, an S Corp. It's single filing. So an LLC becomes S, C Corp becomes S. Only when you start making money. Until then, you stay C because you can throw it away if you screw it up. So I hope my story helps you a little bit today. I pray you can fight through the pain like I did. And I think I'm one of God's examples for you if you listen and learn. But it's up to you. So let's understand today. See, I had everything I want, 3.7 billion in corporate structure in 2009. Fun. Everything I touched turns to gold since I was about 4, about $100 million to billions of dollars. I got 3 yachts in the backyard. Oh, goody. Got all my goodies too. So what happened with a group of people? Someone had a virus. I got to go in a coma the next day. There's the address. Check it out. Find out I'm telling you the truth. Kind of sucks. Ruined my whole day. So let's understand. I'm laying in the coma. All right. I'm just basically listening to my CPA tricks my wife to sign a POA and steals 3.7 billion in corporate structure. Nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. They're going to take out my heart, take it away. Next, and she dropped her clipboard and said, he's alive. Wish I could have went, boo. It would scare the hell out of him. Kind of fun, at least. So let's understand something. You can get to million to billion if you want to. I have the blueprint to help you if you like. There I am at 5.5 years old in a coma. I used my faces to breaking down Delane Street in Torrance in my first coma. Jesus said, walk, I got up. They freaked them all out. Last, I moved 24 times by the time I'm 11.5 years old. A lot of shitty people. I've been shot, I've been knifed. Kind of sucks. But you know what I want you to do? Fight through the pain. Feeling sorry for yourself is about 3 seconds or less. There I am. I call it my oh shit day. 3.7 billion gone, gone, gone. What do I do? Well, I had to use my rules and tools for me. So client says, stay away from yachts and fireworks. Okay. So I believe that, the devil's trying to hold us back and knock us down. This is my first personal belief. From there, I always think about God's delays aren't God's denials. So the goal is pretty simple for you and me. Get to know me, I'll get to know you. Now, here's your biggest problem. I don't think you took the time to understand how it works. I believe in fallen ducks and sheep, and I call it fallen stupid. You're not stupid, you're highly intelligent. God put you here today. So let's understand what happens with most people. You see, you signed a form called SS5 to get an SSN and a 1040 tax return. And you got one of these, one chance to try. Wallet today. On the back of it says, do not laminate, don't walk with you, don't carry with you, and don't use it for ID purposes. But you do it anyway. See, that you think the credit system was designed that way? No, it was not. So we're going to compare SS5 to SS4. Now, if you were born in 71, that means Nixon took the gold standard out, which means flat out you got an SSN when you were born from mama within 2 hours at the hospital. We're bonded up to 35 million apiece. That's how it works. So let's compare SS5 to SS4. Let's look at line 1 right here. Legal name of entity, individual person. So you should have 3 of these as a division of a corporation, give you 3 chances to try, 3 different tax IDs, and 3 chances to win. And if you can do it again and again, with no intent to do fraud. But if you don't file your tax returns, you're just a damn crook. Sorry. You joined Wesley Snipes. He went to prison for 3 years out of $18 million. So I tell everybody, whatever type of corporation you have, make it an S corporation when it starts to make money. Now let's look at Richard here for a moment. He won Survivor at the first show. Got $1 million check, running around naked, and almost died on the show. I told him, take the $1 million check, reference 3 times 5, turn it to 15 million. What did he do? Simple. All right, he didn't listen to CPA either. He says you got to pay $375. You get to keep that, rest goes into tax. Unfortunately, all right, some people, kind of silly and dumb, he pissed it all away. 3.5 years in federal prison, 10 years probation. But I guess he was President Biden's son. You just get pardoned for being a damn crook. That's what he did. All right, let's go to something else. Plan the problem. I want you to plan the problem. I don't think you've been prepared and you've been knocked down 1,000 times. I think you've been ripped off by friend and family, and you spend money on something that didn't work. So we look at the SS5 that you filled out, or mommy did, to get the SSN in 1040. That's how it's designed. So let's understand something today. Building credit right away. So let's look at that again. Back of it says, do what? Do not laminate, don't use for ID purposes, don't carry with you. Property assessment administration, not you. So get this through your head. That's not the way it was designed for credit purposes in the first place. Now you get your first paycheck. Oh, goody. And half of it's gone. What do you do? I told you it's good for the 1040 tax return. What do? You go to the company, go, where's my money? They told you and explained it to you. The IRS gets their cut, you get the leftover. See, they get paid before you do. Isn't that fun? You get the leftover too. I think what it does is makes us ducks and sheep where we don't understand how to play. But that would be the ultimate goal for you to pay attention to me today. All right, let's play. All right, and so let's write down S Corporation 1244. Why don't you take a moment later today, irs.gov, and look up the 1244. Why don't you get an SS for it too? Okay, so we learn how to play the game. What happens? How you see money matters. All money to you personally is tax, 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 probate to your dad. Money to the corporation is not taxable until it's profitable. That's how it was designed for. So you could actually learn to play the game to win. Now, I believe what you did is you sit at the kitchen table with your friends and family. Honey, we're going to start a business. Oh, goody. We're going to jack up our credit cards, drop our score, which sucks, can't get any more, bring the pain home to me and you, and hawk our house. You're being silly and dumb. Sorry, that's what most of you did. See, personal credit, listen to the words. It fluctuates. All cards fluctuate but two. So if we put a sticky behind a credit card, we dummy proof it. So we're $10,000. We use 29%. It's $2,900. What does that mean? The score can stay at 750 forever. But you had an emergency. You lost your job, had an emergency. What did you do? You jacked it up. You jacked up the wrong damn card. These don't fluctuate. Up to $1 million, unlimited. So if you take my rules and tools that I set up years ago, when I was trading Ken Yarborough from TRW to Experian, that was kind of fun. You can maintain 750 the rest of your life. Your problem is you jacked up the wrong damn card if you have shitty credit today. That is on you. So let's play my way to get to million to billion. See, the lack of knowledge makes people do stupid things. I don't think people are stupid. I just think they follow stupid. And half the world's freaking lazy anyway. So let's do this. I will guarantee what I say 100%. I carry a $2 million bond, and you can always get your money back anyway. See, if you do, you got to listen. I'm going to guarantee in big red ink. That means if you do what you're told and you agree to the rules, there's only two. Do not apply for credit. All right, during the program, don't crash your wrap or rescore, and do not jack up your cards. So if you do, and you crash the wrap or rescore that I paid for, I'm going to charge you a fee. Is that only fair? I pay for everybody to get their first one for free. Hell, I'm not paying for two if they screw up. I got basically 10 shitheads online to put me down, and they all screwed up. So I just sue them. Play by the rules and tools, please. That way we can get to kill the debt. Let's kill it. You got an IRS problem? You know they have a form for that too. It's called a 656, a 403 A and B. See, you can repackage your life if you choose to. That's why I always came up with repackaging America, and only in America years ago. So let's understand, if we have a collection account that's open, you might have to man up, woman up, negotiate a debt. From there, you're not supposed to rip off your creditor anyway. So once again, let's write down all cards fluctuate, but to 25, 29% rule. I'm going to work my tail off and analyze every one of you, all right, which I do for every client, over 15 million people, literally, personally, for every one of them. And if you do what I say, you can maintain a 750 score the rest of your life too. Now, TRW stood for The Report's Wrong, Thomas Raymond Woolridge, all right, basically about in 1987 all through 89 and 90. I helped Ken Yarborough train him, and they became Experian in 96. Do you know when I drew the first one of these, it was good, fair, hell no. 750 score, that's what you should have today. All right, we're going to look at rage rules and tools. This is where you're going to get to 750, never bring the pain home again, have a corporation in divisions, and basically enjoy the $1 million dream. So remember, all cards fluctuate, but two. That's the only thing we have to think about again and again. I call it the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. We're not stupid. Every time I do something new, I feel stupid till I master it. Now, I need you to call the phone number. Can you write it down, please? 888-567-8688. See, you're on the national mailing list. You added yourself to it anyway in the robocall list. They sell the voting list. They sell the corporation cable bill. They sell the corporation itself. Why don't you call that number later today, opt out for 5 years or a lifetime, and get off the national mailing list? The number's right in front of you, but it's up to you to follow through again. See, my goal when you call the call centers is to repackage your whole life into millionaire. All right, that would be my goal for you. But again, you have to follow through. All right, so let's remember, we're going to plan the problem. We're going to have safety credit. We're going to get through this process, and I'm going to make sure you create the line of defense. All right, line of what? Defense. In case you have an oh shit day, you don't bring the pain to the corporate you, because that's kind of silly and dumb. When I designed this in 87, it was very simple. Okay, I put basically 0 to 29 is going to be green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. Credit Karma during pandemic said 42%. It's all screwed up. You have to sue them and get it right. But again, all dashboards are correct now. Isn't that fun? We could play the game knowing the rules and tools and win. That's the ultimate goal again and again. So never bring the pain home. All right, so all cards what? Fluctuate. Write it down again and again, but 2 cards. Gold and platinum cards do not fluctuate. They have a pay or time limit, all right, and they're unlimited, up to $1 million. So that's how you maintain 750 score from now on. Got the rules and tools. Now, so the goal is to put your ducks in a row. Ultimate goal is very simple. When I designed the dashboard back in 87, this is where setting up Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian became Experian in 96. The dashboard is pretty simple. I could set up an instant credit file using basically a TRW, Experian, TransUnion, personal or business. I can do either one simultaneously. And that was the ultimate division of me. Can I get a credit card? Yes. I can get a house. I can get a franchise. So if I did it all in my personal social, I'm a duck and a sheep. And if it all gets screwed up, what happens to corporate me? We're both screwed up. That's no fun. So we can learn to never bring the pain home. All right, so here's the dashboard, original one in the 80s. I am requesting on the behalf of a corporation, a division, a subsidiary, or basically a branch number. Okay, so what do? I'm allowed in the dashboard, original dashboard, social or tax ID. So it allows me to establish a credit report, Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. I get to do both instant credit file. See, when you started your file, you did it by an inquiry, which actually brings the score down, not up. It's kind of a negative thing to do. So again, maintaining instant new credit file. Now, as we do this, let's understand something. We're going to basically look at TransUnion, Equifax, Experian under tax ID. When Ken Yarborough and I wrote file segregation, I didn't like it. I'd rather have an entity under the corporation legal person and get a tax ID legitimately than a file segregation process or a CPN. If you want a division of me, which will be for you, all right, all you gotta do is call the office right away. They're gonna charge $19.99. If you did it through the webinar during with them on the live webinar, it's half price of $9.99. There you go. So let's take a picture of this page. So what happens is Zelle, I love Zelle. Why? Because basically your bank's bought Zelle July 6, 2022. It's so easy to use, simple. From there, the ultimate goes, you can always call the office at 800-254-9562. Now let's understand, you lose your job, have an emergency, what did you do? I believe you jacked up your cards in 42 days. And I believe you jacked up the wrong damn card. Ultimate goal. So let's pretend you're going to listen carefully 100%. You need $5,000 now. Here's a $5,000 card in my hand. The payment's $50 a month. So if I spend $5,000 today, I only have to pay $50 a month. And the average person wastes $50 every other day. Let's do this. If you actually waste $50 every day, which most people do, well, that's about $700 a month. Why don't we take what we waste and finance the dream, and let's get a line of credit at Wells Fargo Bank. $50,000 is less than $600 a month. So the average person kind of wasting things away. So we can actually repackage it the right way too. All right, so let's understand something. All right, if we take the money we waste, we can actually go get 2 pizza restaurants with a drive-through, and now you become the bank. So let's remember Nixon took the gold standard out, 1971. What I'd like you to do is write down right now. Ready? I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not the corp of my family. I have no intent to do it. As you've been sacrificing you don't have to. So we're going to basically show you how to get your cake and eat it too. You're going to learn to raise rules, and you're going to basically become a certified CFO. And you're never going to bring the pain home. Is that okay? All right. So that's the ultimate goal for you. As we play, take a picture of this. Let's say that some of you have maxed out your credit cards and you're backed in the corner. You're going to win the lottery, get a raise. How about we get supply credit under the corporation, about $50,000 worth, and we balance our debt? See, there's a solution for every problem. The goal is you have to fight through the pain and rebuild it. 750 score could be the $100 million building, $1 million Lamborghini, $5 million mansion, $1 million race boat. Okay, let's get some goodies too. So what I'd like to do for everybody, what I've done for over 49 years, is analyze their personal credit personally. Then you're stuck with me. I like to do the wrap or rescore, wrap or refresh, so I can block bad credit. This was a 510, now it's a 757. Ultimate goal. So here's a nice lady. She's got a 651 with no green lights, no possibilities. Wrap or rescore, put her to 750. Green lights, we build her $1 million of credit. Is that okay? Nice couple. They went to a bankruptcy attorney to ask some questions, and he sold them a bankruptcy they did not need. That tends to happen a lot. So the next thing is very simple. Here's $500 during the bankruptcy, an open account, no secure card. All right, on TikTok, you got 3 people saying, let me get your secured credit card. Isn't that a negative inquiry from Capital One? Why don't we get an open sky card? There's no inquiry. But again, in most cases, I can pop you a card without applying for credit, without hurting you on my dashboards for you. I'm an affiliate. Next, we have this nice people. They're good people. They're late on their card payment. They have 11 collection accounts. Here's $3,000. See, if we teach them to balance their debt, we can rebuild anybody. And that's why we do classes and rapids all the time. Push the score up and away, like 96 points in 3 days. Now, when I was at the Bonaventure in Los Angeles, 32 years, every Wednesday night, second largest advertiser in Los Angeles, even brought my cat once in a while. See, cats have 9 lives. When Inc. Magazine interviewed me and says, use plastic to finance your business, that's what I was teaching. So the goal is a corporation should have 9 lives too. Why? Because you screw one, you get another one. See, you got to realize when Intuit bought Credit Karma December 3rd, 2020, Credit Karma has no fund to help you. My new dashboards will actually repeat, hopefully replace, and have 24-hour call center. I want to help people. There's the goal. Credit repair, let me get out my magic wand. Oh, mine's broken, I'm sorry. It doesn't work. See, credit repair is a fraud. All right, you have a choice. When you basically dispute an inquiry on an open account, they just close the account. See, all the stuff you hear on TikTok, a lot of it's a lot of crap. Federal Trade Commission says credit repair is fraud. The Credit Organization Act says the same thing. So let's write down Section 611, Google it later today, find out what you can actually do for you. Next, we look at the CFPB, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. They indicted the credit repair cloud, saying start a credit repair business. Kind of sad, huh? All right, so understand, when you do credit repair, you have to lie. And then you actually, when you reapply again, you lie again. Isn't that credit fraud? LifeLock, oh, they're out there too. Oh, goody. They've only been indicted 6 times. Be careful, please. All right, that's all I can say. So what I'd like to do for every one of you is analyze your credit file. Usually I want to do it right away. The office will do it within 14 working days. I like to do it today, but it's up to you. I like to show you exactly what I want you to do. Wrap or rescore, go to class, I'm following you up, and I'm going to guide you every step of the way. Is that okay? But again, usually you get 750 and 90 working days. All you got to do is listen and learn. And I broadcast live on Friday and Saturday, all through the day for you. I analyze everybody personally. I don't have an excuse. When I created the Ray Reynolds University, 2009, doing up to $1 million a day, kind of fun. So let's understand something. All right, getting past go, because I think you're stuck. Let me show you some Lamborghinis, some Duffys, some mansions, how white men do jumps to, but people say we don't. More Lamborghinis, all right, race boats, helicopters, U-Docks, yachts, and Ferraris. Just a couple goodies I obtained. Would you like some too? I call it Ray's Rules. So you can learn to create a blueprint called See It, Believe It, Go Get It, and I will hold your hand every step of the way, and we'll take away all the excuses, okay? This is only $500 million of goodies in front of you. Would you like some goodies too? It'll be up to you to follow through. See, my problem I had in the 80s and 90s is it kept saying loan to value problem. When I invented our division process in 85, 86, I got rid of that problem. Brought in millions and billions. Oh, goody. I like the $1 million building or car, $100 million building, Lamborghinis, God's gift in the mansions in the harbor. I had properties in all 5 islands. And you know what? All my goodies were everywhere. 3 yachts, 2 race boats, a Duffy, Sea-Doos. So I had to get the house that had the largest U-Dock. Why? Because I wanted it parked it all in my backyard. So even the Duffy was to take the wife to Captain Jack's on Friday and Saturday. Up and away. Now, I got bored when I was 26 after I brought in 2.6 billion in corporate structure. I was bored. I was afraid I was going to get fat, ugly, and die. See, when you have everything you want, what are you going to do? So the bottom line is my wife calls this Mojave. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? Let's see if you allow me to repackage you and get some goodies too. You see, I think the biggest problem you've done is to spend money in the wrong place. You had nobody holding your hand every day, 6 days a week, right? Like I've done for 49 years. So white men do jump. Just stupid people say we don't. From there, I kicked out the lights, the Guinness Book of Records. He came and said, where's the wires? It's an aluminum building. So I kicked out the lights. By the way, that's only 13 feet. Nobody can do that. I was kicking the door jam at 10. I was kicking the basketball hoop at T-Wicker Junior High. Now, during my research, I researched who my family was, and I found out my grandpa, he's Richard Bishop. He won the Olympics in 1932 in gymnastics. Coach Bishop, Roosevelt High. They even made a movie after him. As far as I'm concerned, it looks like Al Capone. Maybe that's why I can kick so good. I don't know. Never got to help him. He never helped me. So guess what the word no means? No, that's not mean no. It means I don't know how. So if you want to play, get serious about there, because you're 45 to 75 years old and you've made 50 mistakes so far. Why don't you play with me for a while? Let me rebuild you my way, because I think your way sucks. That's just my opinion. I'd like to get you some goodies. Is that okay? Some goodies? Now let's think about this. January 1st, 2025, the government is going to announce, or literally 10 million to billion of grant money. They're going to give it away. They have portals all the time. If you have a nonprofit corporation with an exemption, let's get some grant money. And let's build what you need, and profit and nonprofit can work together in conjunction. So basically, as long as your corporation is filed in 2024 and you have the federal exemption of 501c3 exemption with public benefit. If not, I'll help you get one, okay? Nonprofit corporation articles, also says tax ID. We do all that and use the articles for free. The rest we charge a little fee. From there, I'm going to give you 3 divisions. I'm going to basically do the nonprofit workshop to give it to you. See, that's where I help people get that 501c3 exemption that people charge $15,000 for. You're going to learn how to do it yourself, so it's free. Is that okay? Now, the office sells this for $39.99. I give it away for $24.99, but today is Cyber Monday. And we just had Black Friday. I'm going to have Wednesday, Green Wednesday, okay? $19.99 if it was done today. And you're going to get that workshop right away too. But if you don't do it today, you miss the opportunity. So let's understand this. The Millionaires Founders Kit, 12 books and CDs, I sold it at the Bonapitcher. Like I said, 32 years, $5,000 a set. The office sells this for $9.99 now. If you did it through me during the webinar, it's $4.99, half price. All right, so from there, the financial system, real estate system, doing billions in real estate, no problem. All right, the goal is very simple. The office is $19.99. Through me, it's $9.99. Once again, it's half price. It is a Zelle right there. Take your picture. And understand you can call the office at 800-254-9506 right away. See, what I find most people is they're between 45 and 70, kind of disappointed. They played it safe or they never took the chance. What if we could take the chance as a division? And if you screwed it up, we can throw the sucker away. As long as you have no intent to do fraud. All right, see, the goal is let's try. As long as we're trying, we're not dying. If we're not trying, we might as well be dead. There's about $10 million on that table right there, corporate credit. Playing the game. There's the phone number. Call it right away. 800-254-9506. And tell them what you want to get through me during the live webinar. Ultimate goal. We look at today's date. We always project 90 working days because we want to gain, all right, steps and rules and tools. I'm not going to sit there going beep, 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 all day long. We're going to go get it. Now, the United States of America Incorporated. They got 50 corps, 50 states and cities. Do you know what the United States of America did? Because they have the old shit days themselves. They created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy for divisions. Oh, I'm sorry, they're called cities. They bankrupt the hell out of the city, keep the assets, and walk away. Isn't that how it's supposed to be? By the way, you could have did it too. Call We the People. You had the right to, as long as you have no intent to do fraud. Stop bringing the damn pain home. You never had to in the first place. Your goal is simple. Let's give you some examples like Glenn here. His wife left him. He's going boo-hoo. Lives in his car for 3 years. Sucks. Man up. Get to the workshops. Get a new woman. Get a better woman. So what happens? That's what we did. $1 million company. All right. Brand new house. Brand new truck. We even help people coming out of prison. Here's Freeway Ricky Dicky Ross. $3 million in credit. Thomas was in prison for 26 years. In 6 months, I got him brand new dump trucks doing $5 million a year. Oh, Michael, God rest his soul. We have Arnold. We have basically President of the United States of America. We got Costner. We got Giovanni for Pixar. Oh, we got even basically college professor by Yale University dedicates a book to me. Oh, goody. We got Serkan Van, God rest his soul. And I got her $1 million too for her little videos on Google too and YouTube. And YouTube. Isn't that fun? See, your goal is to understand. I believe, all right, what you need to do is have somebody like me hold your hand and be your coach every step of the way. When you fall down, and help pick you up again and again. I don't stop till you make the $1 million dream. Anything else is an excuse. I also incorporate Lakers, Clippers, and Dodgers and Angels. This is ridiculous. Can you imagine? This man needs to man up. I lost my job. I got 2 kids. Knock it off. Get to the church. They'll give you the food for the kids. Go drive Uber, Lyft, and have a garage sale. Hell, I came out of coma. Lost $3.7 billion in corporate structure. We're homeless. Where are we going to go? This is BS. Okay, the reality is simple. He needs to do what I just said. But again, it's up to him because it's all the damn game. So here's me in a coma. What did I do? When we went to our house in Huntington Beach, found it was stolen from us, and that vision was actually real. We lost everything. We're homeless with my wife and my kids. So I said, honey, drive to basically Mark's place. His family owns Jewelry Mart. Okay. I go in, walking with my oxygen tank because I'm not allowed to drive because I can't breathe. I lied to my wife. I lied to her today if I had to protect her. That's my job. From there, I have my 3 divisions of me and my 5 closet divisions. This is where there's no bullshit in the friggin' way. You got to get off your assets. This is ridiculous. I got $1 million of friggin' credit in 6 friggin' weeks. Damn, this is ridiculous. I bought my wife her next dream house. Why do people stay down? It's just stupid, or they like falling stupid, or they want to learn to really play. I mean, knock it off. Come on. There's $1 million Lamborghini. Here's the friggin' keys. I bought it as a division of a corporation. I signed the lease as a corporation division. All right. When I basically get properties, the division, separate liability. When I invented division process 85E6, it changed my life. Money SS4, no tax due to your profitable. Hell, if we look at the Fair Lending Act, it allows one card to get 99 more. You're not winning the damn lottery. You're not getting up right away today. And I'll get you $100,000 of credit right away. Is that okay? We do it my way for a while. When Experian became Experian in 96, as I'm training Yarborough, Tier W became Experian. It was tax ID and division process. And that's the goal. See, today, if you have a corporation, go online, you'll find your corp, you'll find your name, and when they sue you. Congratulations. You're a duck and a sheep. You might want to put your duck at your shared office space. But again, let's understand. All right, if they sue the corporation right now, they sue you. That kind of sucks. Why don't you create the line of defense? The line of defense to protect the corp and your family and protect your assets. So I like 750. I like adding you to my credit system. Plan A all the way. Plan B is for losers. We're going to win the game of business. That's what I wrote 49 years ago. I am one of the few, not one of the many. So would you like to be a corporate millionaire or a millionaire? Make a decision. Hopefully you say corporate millionaire. That way you can win like I win all the time. So I like basically boring and steady. Let me explain to you. I used to own 22,000 pay funds through my corporation, not 17 and a half. I had 19 houses. They told me I could get number 20. What the blank? They told me no, hell no. I went around and did my divisions, transferred my properties to divisions. Everything I wrote in books and laundromats, dry clean, storage units, car washes, all these things in real estate, because these are basically run by themselves. There's management companies that are run this. Take a picture here. If you're ever going to step up to the plate, man up and woman up, we're going after $100,000 of income per month. Per month. And you got to get off your asses and go get it. But it's up to you. You've been going beep, beep, beep for long enough. I believe most of you screwed up 50 times. Let's go get that 100,000 a month. Let's have somebody drive you around your city today. You're the passenger in the front seat. Look around every busy street. What do you see? Things you should own through your divisions. Why don't you own these things? What's wrong with you? These don't work? I don't understand. Buy up your city next to you. See, that's how you get auto income, and you build up that 100,000 a month. I got goodies for my 6 o'clock and 4:30 afternoon class. Other goodies during the week, Friday and Saturday too. So do you want to play, or do you just want to keep going? It's simple. I guarantee to rebuild you. And the first thing I always want to do is a blueprint call. I want to blueprint you and your spouse, your partner of life. I want to look at past, present, and future. I want to look at you have a bankruptcy or tax problem. I want to look at basically future and build that for you too. If you have a problem with American Express or Chase. See, I don't think I can help you get to millionaire until I blueprint you personally. That means you're stuck with me on the phone. I've done it to 50 million people so far. Would you like to be next? Family, car, division, house, trust, auto income, and cash flow fee per time, which I put in my book 49 years ago, page 6, paragraph 3, where someone else tried to steal it for them too. But again, I want to blueprint you every step of the way. So let's pretend you're going to hear me today. Okay. I want to get you up to 150,000 of Wells Fargo. I'm going to call it checkbook money. We're going to take a corporation with 3 divisions. Every division is going to buy a house as a first-time buyer. The deposit is $5,000. If you Google right now, when I'm done with you, 100,000 below brand new house, you'll find 14 states. Why don't we start building 10,000, 100,000 a month? Let's go to another state, another state, another state. Let's find all 15. Now, my favorite thing is always storage units. They're ran by a third party. I started buying these when I was 19 with my ex-father-in-law, Dr. Robert Soltis. It was just fun because we'd buy these things. We didn't have to do anything. It's fun. Run by a third party. It's a great investment. So we get to play the game. Now, let's write down Freddie Mac. Let's give you some research to do. 203K, our SBA, 0 to 1% loan. Let's write down, right, DSRC loans. Let's look at every way we can go get something. Let's convert it to be the damn bank. You see, these are the things that help people do every day. But again, it's going to be up to you. Do you have the guts to play with me for 3 months to 6 months to a year? It's up to you. I don't have a magic wand, but I can get you there. Getting clients and dry cleaners. Usually they got 3 locations, $63,000 a month. Laundromats, I got 30,000 a month. Let's buy them all up. Division process. Wendy's, I help people get those restaurants too. Jack in the Box too. How about gas stations? See, these are businesses I focused on all my life to get auto income. Yes, I got disappointed when they came out with these because I lost 22,000 payphones. But the ones in prison still work. Okay. So here we have a problem. In California, they say we're 1 million short units. They'll actually help you be an investor getting in the EV charging station business. Next, we think, if you're not a client, what's the first goal? Let's do a rapid rescore. Let you put in class Friday or Saturday. Let's target year 750 and hold your hand, and let's get you a $1,000 card and charge you $9.99. Now, what I've always done in most all my programs is whatever you invest, give you back your money up to times 10. I'm the only one who does it on planet Earth, by the way. So if I did a discount right now to $4.99, that means the Rapid's free, but the goal is your card's $500. And what do you learn? Raise rules and tools. 750 score forever. From here, if you don't have a corp, I'll hand you one for free. You pay your filing fee. I'll rebuild you so you can make your CFO, rapid rescore, put you in class, level 1 and setup. I'm going to charge you $5,000. No, I'm going to give you $5,000, but I'm going to charge you $9.99. I'm going to give you 5 times your investment. Take away excuses. $24.99, give you $25,000 of credit. That's the goal. I'd like to analyze you. I like to add history. in popping credit as soon as possible. Is that okay? If we fight through the pain together too? That is more of a Zelle opportunity. And your goal is simple. There's your Zelle. Or you call 800-254-9506. The number's right in front of you. Use a card, okay, they charge you 5% more because that's what the bank charges us. Got it? So call it right away. Now, I like to repackage you my way, kind of like Humpty Dumpty. That's always been my goal, to repackage somebody. I believe my way works, your way sucks. Isn't that terrible? So let's think about 100,000. I would like to get you 100,000 on personal credit, 8 to 10 cards, 29% utilization, 71,000 of safety credit in case you have no shit day. That's what I like to do. I like to get you American Express Gold and Platinum Personal, so that way they don't fluctuate on you ever, and you just maintain 750. Corporation cash credit should be 100,000 to start. Then we'll build it to 1 million. So let's say you're going to allow me to do what I do, rebuild you. Then I'm going to basically get you the Green Spark 100,000 unlimited, or the 230. That's 160. That 160 times 9. Times 9, is that good? Then I think about the B of A's, the Wells Fargos, okay, the ink cards, and then the gold, the ultimate goal. So at this point in time, I don't want to go to the bank. See, the bank, they want to make sure your corporation and division's 2 years old. If it is, they'll give you up to 150,000 of line of credit. Unsecured, bridge the gap. These are my 5 favorite ones. But again, the ultimate goal up to 5.4 million. Divisions allow you to use a projection up to $1 million of credit. And projections make sense. The ultimate goal. So you could become a $1 million maker if you want. And I'll hold your hand every step of the way. That's the ultimate goal. So let's understand, as an affiliate, I go after the American Express Platinum, business and personal simultaneously. They'll offer cards and divisions and also employees. Is that okay? Now that's the Platinum card. What if we go after the gold and do it the same way? Remember, they don't fluctuate. All in the corporate cash application. Now they offer 99 more. That's a little ridiculous too. All right, so if you like, I'll go get you the 2 for personal and the 2 for business, and later on we'll do it for the divisions too. Would that be okay? We get all 4 of them, so that way you get the line of credit to the corporation and you 25,000. How about we go get the 250,000 bridge loan and blueprint loan? Is that okay? 250. See, the goal is to build credit to finance the dream. So from $1,000 to $75,000. So the goal here would be, let me build you corporate credit, and it's a write-off, borrow money is not taxable, and buy your lifetime income, which is real estate and franchise. So would that be okay? That I hold your hand and coach you every step of the way? All right. Well, again, if you're at the 6 o'clock or 4:30, we're going to play with things I already have in the hopper, ready to go. But again, it's up to you. So here's a client, he's been a client for about 8 months now. All right, got him to do everything I want him to do. I want to clone money into him. And the ultimate goal is very simple. He's at right now 96,000 a month. Is that good? That's what I'd like to do for you if you allow me to. It's your turn. So if you want $100,000 of credit on Cyber Monday, it's normally 10%, $10,000. So in Cyber Monday, which is today, all the way, you can get it for $4,999, 50% discount. And that's 100,000. 50,000, no problem. Usually $5,000. Half price of that, it's going to be $29.99 today. From there, if you just want the 25,000 to get you started with, usually it's $24.99. Today, it is literally going to be $14.99 if you did it right away. There's that Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. If you use a card, call the office 800-254-9506. Just be prepared, they'll charge you 5% more because that's what the bank charges us too. Now, the coaching programs are fun. That's just the twin Lamborghinis. That means your desk, or my desk, has your case file on it. We're analyzing you every 5 days. We know more about your credit than you do. We're going to guide you every step of the way. If you're in coaching currently with me, between now and the end of the year, no problem, you're staying with me from now on. 2025, the junior and senior coaches will take over for you. Again, if you're in now, you're stuck with me if you want to, or the junior, senior, and coaches will take it when you sign up in 2025. Now, your corporation should not do business. I believe it should be a management company. You create a line of defense. You have a division for franchise, division for apartment complex. This is how we get financial freedom. and we look at getting 10,000, 100,000 a month. That should be the goal. Now, for me, I realized when I was 21 years old, I wanted to be the bank. You see, the problem we have is very simple, is the buyer's a liar, the agent so's the broker. The contractor is hiring the subcontractors from Home Depot outside the door, no problem, but then they cut every corner they did to become the bank. I sold my first car. I carried the paper through a division, $413 per month for 7 years. Sold a house, did assignment of mortgage. What did I do? $1,000, and it was $1,200 a month. So what do we get to do? We can actually become the bank once we get the initial loan and reassign it to someone else, and they pay the difference and have some fun. So if you ever want to learn about the assignment of mortgage, all right, assignment of asset, make you a money making machine. Okay. All right, today, maybe you want to use OPM money. Maybe you want to sell supply and vendor credit. All right, very simple. We can set up Dun & Bradstreet and get the supply and vendor credit too. Then you can start selling on Amazon and eBay right away. But again, it's up to you as well. So if you don't have a corporation today, I'll hand you one for free. You'll pay your filing fee. Your goal is very simple, is to basically stop bringing the pain home, put your ducks in a row, and do it my way while I repackage you because your way sucks. Is that okay? Remember, we now have 17 days left. We're losing today. 17 days left to set up corporations and entities and divisions. Okay, corporations, a legal person, public record right in front of you. Here's the SS4, line 1 says legal name of entity, individual person. You want your banks and grocery stores bankrupt locations because they have separate corps and separate tax IDs. You can start with divisions right away, but that'll be up to you too. Now, when we look at the SS4, it says, if you lead and dissect the form like I do, it says banking and credit purposes per entity. How many would you like? Again, corporations should only do 4 things: buffer tax, corporate credit, car fleet price, and stay at hotel, get a free buffet. See, all corporate credits are write-off interest rate and credit card. The division should be the line of defense. Cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price. From there, multiple credit reports and real estate separate liability. I believe you need to set up a line of defense, because if your corporation, which is 97% of all businesses, fail, that means you're going down the rabbit hole. Or a line of defense would make sense. Corporation umbrella, building credit reports, financing the dream. Let's remember, I told you to write that earlier today. 3 divisions of you. So be that CFO for you in the corporation, because that's what you need to get to the American dream. I'm going to call it checkbook money. This is where the banks will give you up to 150. Remember, I said, I want you to remember, the lack of knowledge makes people do stupid things. We're not stupid, but we sometimes do stupid things. When I do something new, I feel kind of stupid. Now, in the 90s, I had a problem. Late 80s and 90s. My problem was very simple. I built up to $50, $30 million of credit. And this is where I created cash flow free per time. I'm losing it because they're shrinking my limits. You know, I'm not using it at all. So I learned how to loan out money. So I would loan out money and create a cash flow. And that's what it is. You can create your own matrix. In my book called Buckets of Money, I put my first matrix in there. It was $4.9 million, 4.6 actually. So what did we do? I took literally 41 divisions, 18 months, loaned it out, created 190,000 a month. I wasn't really thinking about the assets I was basically borrowing against or loaning them money. By the time I was done, it was $1.1 billion. It's crazy. So the matrix can make you a lot of money. Just out of a $4.6 million matrix that I did in 1998. So you might want to do that too. That's why the Buckets of Money was written in the first place. So again, if you want divisions today, pretty simple. What happens is my dashboard's allowing me to start Experian, Trezor, and Equifax business. What I do is I teach you how to do daisy chaining through classes and workshops and coaching. And then from there, we're going to basically daisy chain first, then divisions go to tax ID. I'll even do that for you too. What is the goal? When it comes to a division, or each division is $499, 3 for $14.99. You get 10,000 of credit. Without credit, they're $999. 9 for $20.99, 25,000 of credit. Without credit, very simple, $19.99. Or what you get credit, or you just don't want the credit, you just want the divisions, and it is $29.99. So here's credit. Take a picture, please. Take it right away. Divisions today, if you did it now, within the next 30 minutes, I'm going to double the number for you. Instead of 3, you're getting 6. Instead of 9, you're getting 18. Instead of 12, you're getting 24. That's if it was done now. The ultimate goal. I'll double the number. From there, because it's Cyber Monday. From there, we got the Zelle right in front of you. And again, you can call the office at 800-254-9506. So what I'd like you to do is create buckets of money. Remember, the Millionaires Founders Kit, you don't have a copy. The office is $9.99. You did it right away through me, it's $4.99, 50% discount. When it comes to the real estate system, financial system, $19.99. Through me, it is $9.99 for both of those. Now, I do specialty classes all the time. See, this Saturday at basically 9 o'clock in the morning, Pacific Standard Time, we're doing real estate. How to buy real estate per each division. Now, if you won the lottery today, what would you do? Your CPA or tax person is going to argue with me because I want to argue with them. See, they make you put in your personal account. Then you have to pay tax on the interest you earn on the money you have in the account. I'm going to tell you, deposit as a division of you under your corporation and sit with the banker and borrow against it. Borrow money is not taxable. I'd like you to turn it into $100 million. Plan the problem. We got to look at bankruptcy today. Why? The only thing to file bankruptcy is SSN and SS4. I don't want someone to file bankruptcy, but if they had to, who wants to be the duck? It'll be up to you. So 2025, the ultimate year, 17 days from now, time. The goal is, let me add you to my credit system. All right, beat your doubt, run your race, get out of your way. Let me rebuild you my way for a while. Now I need you to write down driver's license, insurance, registration. See, you're highly intelligent, but you tend to give away your home address for everybody bumpity bump or a driver's license when the police officer pulls you over. I believe it should be P.O. Box mail and address. But that's just me. Buildings, I see 1,013 divisions. When you buy a car, you should actually make sure you write down on that piece of application, when you say run my credit, you tell them to run it one time. See, cars should be purchased at fleet price, tax ID division. That's the ultimate goal. Okay, but again, it's like when you buy a car or a house, you buy it under you and your spouse. No, you put two people on the loan, you buy it through the trust. The car should be a division. But if you lose house and car and it's in your name or you and your spouse, don't worry, the creditor will report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. Now you got double shitty credit because you have to learn the rules and tools. A division should be the registration of a car. That's the ultimate goal. From there, every piece of property you do should be a division, because the goal is you don't know which one's going to fall and so you can screw you up. Your house payment offsets your taxes. So we look at Amazon as an example. They didn't pay tax in the first 10 billion to trillion. Why would we pay tax? So let's remember there's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. We watch them take and have to borrow 44 billion from 3 banks. It doesn't have in the bank. And he took basically Twitter and made it X marks the spot. How about a spaceship? The other guys have spaceships too. The ultimate goal. So we could play this game to win. But again, you got to learn to play and you got to fight through the battle too. So run your race, fight the doubt. All right, get out of my way and let me rebuild you my way for a while. I'm going to tell you pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. Again, you get to write it off. Today, you get a paycheck. That paycheck's taxable income, is it not? You use the leftover to pay car, gas, registration, insurance. Here's the thing, I'd say no. Why don't you drive a company car like I do? The ultimate goal. But it's going to be your way as if you want to. So let's hold. She's got to sign an SSN for the baby before her and the baby can be released from the hospital. That's how it works. So they can bond the baby. No problem. Next, what we get to do is very simple. You buy a house, it's escrow closed homestead trust. Okay, when they sue us, they take it away. We die, get stuck in a probate, or family got diddly squat. You hire the contractor, he kind of rips you off too. Hires a subcontractor outside Home Depot. Cuts corners every step of the way. If we do it my way, all right, we'll make sure they get diddly squat. Why not? So let's understand irrevocable trust and never bring the pain home. As we play Some of you, sorry, you don't pay your tax returns, you don't file taxes. Wesley Snipes tried that. He went to prison for 3.5 years, $18 million less. Where's his career now? He listened to his dumb attorneys in CPAs in Beverly Hills, California. You cannot play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. It's not possible. So let's understand. If you want to save 70%, you should have a division to buy things at wholesale price. Don't pay a bill up to 90 days. From there, we can leverage money up to millions and billions. We can use borrow money that's not taxable and set up a line of defense. The ultimate goal is to become a certified CFO. So remember, what are you willing to lose? I finally got a family, wife and 6 kids and 12, 13 grandkids. I'm not willing to lose that. Corporation, all right? I don't want the corporation to get sued, they sue me. So what do we get to do? The way to win is getting checkmate every step of the way, and that's a division. Division process lets you protect the corp and you as we play this game too. So we look at the $100 million building, we look at the $1 million Lamborghini. We reach the dream we think to be the impossible. I've done it all my life, training people to be millionaires and billionaires through corporations and becoming a CFO and divisions too. So again, coaching programs. What do you get? You're stuck with them every 5 days. We're on the phone every 5 days too. Current coaching, if you're with me, you're fine. Next year, you're going to stay with me if you want to as well. If not, you'll get junior and senior coaches next year. So let's do this. Let's become an investor. Let's own it, not run it. Let's run by third party, okay? Let's look at the goodies you could do if you get to the point you're my client and I'm coaching you every step of the way and I get you $3 to $7 million too. Again, that's the ultimate goal. So let's remember, never have joint credits in the way. Buy a house, escrow, close homestead trust. Corporations are free in all 50 states. You pay a filing fee. You get divisions for real estate, franchise, current business, and line of defense. I give credit almost to every product that I sell and try to give you up to 10 times your money back. And I'm online 6 days a week and take away all your excuses. There's no excuse with me besides I'll hold your hand every step of the way. All right, and that's up to you if you want to be that certified CFO. From there, what do we do? 750 score. Analyze you now. What do we do? Rapid rescore, put you in class Friday and Saturday. Once again, your target should be 750. What are we going to do from there? Charge you $9.99. Give you $1,000 card back to you and reimburse you. During the broadcast, it's $4.99. Cards $500. And what do? You learn raise rules and tools some more. From there, if I have to give you a corp, I will. You pay the filing fee. I'll guide you every step of the way. If you have one, I'll build the one you got too. Make your certified CFO. Level 1 in setup, all right, every week. Stuck with me, live, $9.99, $5,000 of credit, $24.99, $25,000 of credit. What is our ultimate goal? Analyze, add history, pop credit as soon as possible. And I'll go and guide you every step of the way. All right, there's your Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. There's a phone number to call the office now, 800-254-9516. Use a card, they will charge you 5% more because the bank charges that to us. That's how it works. Referrals are great. Well, build more credit, I'll sell you 10%. Either way, we all get to win. Here's my email address too. So I'm going to do my best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. All right, I think I'm an example for God and I make mistakes all the day. I'm also a pastor, by the way. So I try to do my best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. What I would suggest right now, if you're not Zelle now, I'd be calling the office at 800-254-9506. Today, we're basically using Cyber Monday, all right, and Black Friday to basically get you all the pieces you need today. The ultimate goal. Always remember, at the end of the day, God loves us all.